Ni hao, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I just want to do a quick update today. I haven't done a short-term update on Bitcoin in about 3 days. We've been focused on the altcoin market. We've been focused on a Q&A video we did yesterday. So let's update you on the short term. There is a very precise thing I need to mention, and that is the short-term consolidation range Bitcoin is in. It's a little bit messy. There's a lot of lines in the charts, but I'm going to try and break it down as much as I can, just giving you an idea that Bitcoin right now is within arm's reach of breaking the macro structure. There really is only two major levels left. One of them is this thick red line right here at 65k, which marks the recent high we saw back here in August and the high we're testing right now. So we're testing kind of a double top level. And if we can break that level, we go straight to the top of the channel. And that, of course, is the macro breakout point. I specifically recommend you watching the second part of this video. In the second part of this video, I'll be taking a fresh Bitcoin chart and showing you exactly what matters on the short term. 65k, the bull market support band, and uptrending support level, and the top of the channel itself, and showing you that there is compression going on there, which will mandate, make a move compulsory within just a few days here on Bitcoin. Things are getting very intense and Bitcoin is at a very major crossroads. So keep an eye out for that. That's what we're doing today, guys. Before we get into it, a couple of things. First and foremost, the BitTunix and BingX exchanges. I shouldn't say a couple of things. In fact, it's just one thing. The exchange promotions, BingX and BitTunix. These exchanges are global non-KYC. They are both very low in trading fees. I've handpicked them myself. And with my referral links down below, you can get a 15% trading fee discount on either of these exchanges for life. So use my referral links down below, sign up to these exchanges, get on good exchanges, get on global non-KYC exchanges, and use those links down below for discounts. Let's get into it. So before we get into the macro structure that Bitcoin is an arm's reach away from breaking, we need to understand what that structure is. It is this descending channel formation, a very long-term descending channel formation that we've been forming since around March, which was the all-time high. So that channel formation, which has been forming for a long time now, is basically life or death for Bitcoin. If we're talking bull market, bear market, bull market if we break to the upside, bear market if we break it to the downside. Right now we're in a bullish macro structure. Technically speaking, this is currently a bull market, but calling it a bull market when we haven't seen an altcoin season, I mean, there's a debate to be had there. Because generally speaking, a bull market in cryptocurrency from a cyclical perspective is a market in which you see euphoria. Euphoria comes with the altcoin season. An altcoin season is a textbook definition of euphoria because people are making irrational investments into coins that have no utility inherently just because they've gotten greedy and they've gotten bored of Bitcoin. I mean, that's euphoria. So yeah, technically speaking, this is a bull market. But this next leg here, if we do see it, which I think we will, this next leg here will be the proper kind of bull market that you recognize when you hear, oh, crypto bull market. From 2021, we saw that altcoin season. From 2017, we saw that altcoin season. That's the bull market we're talking about. And that would only occur, in my view, if we break this channel to the upside. If we break it to the downside, we are in a deep world of trouble. But guys, I don't want to bore you. I mean, everyone already knows this by now. Everyone knows we're in a channel formation. This is really textbook stuff. The good news is we've seen a breakout of an RSI triangle formation. That's great, actually. That was forming from back in 2018. The top side of it forming from back here in March 2024. So about 6 months of resistance being broken to the upside there on the RSI. Great to see. It has lined up with the move to the upside we've seen on the price chart. For example, we take the daily chart. We see that we saw a bottom right here, a low right there, and a low right here. So a high or low formation, which is generally the start of an upwards trend. And now we are testing the equal highs from our last impulse to the upside, meaning that if we break this high here, we form a solid upwards trend because we would have had at that point a higher low and a higher high. Right now, we've only got the higher low, so we haven't confirmed an upwards trend, but we're on the verge of breaking into an upwards trend. So if Bitcoin manages to break the recent high that we saw at 65k right there where I circled, not only do we go up, right, we also get to the top of the channel, which needs to break on a macro scale. So we'll have an attempt, we'll have a chance to break the entire macro structure and confirm another bull market leg. But on top of that, we would form an upwards trend. Okay, and on top of that, we would validate the RSI breakout we saw on the weekly chart. On top of that, we would validate the RSI breakout we saw in the daily chart, which we've now seen a resistance support flip from, which is great news. Overall, there's a lot of strength. We've got a bullish divergence here on the RSI as well. Lower lows on the candle closes with a bullish divergence and higher lows on the actual price chart itself with a wick down to 49k and a wick up down to 53k on the second attempt. So overall, I mean, I'm rattling off a bunch of things and this may sound like gibberish to you. I'll just keep doing it for a second and then I'll explain it. Another thing we did is the bull market support band. flip that to the upside. Great to see we're consolidating right on top of it as we speak. Lots of good stuff. Got a nice uptrending slope of support right there that is basically compressing Bitcoin against that resistance, meaning that we will be seeing a breakout very shortly, either to the upside or to the downside. You know, a lot of stuff going on here. Most of it very good from a medium-term perspective, and it's giving us a lot of hope, okay? But hope is not enough. And that's what I've been saying on macro. Just because we're in a bullish macro structure, just because we are in a descending channel formation, it doesn't mean we can just throw away all of our threat sensors out the window and just dive into the market head first 100x longs. No, that's not what you do, right? When you're within a structure, you generally don't want to be making any major moves. You make a move when the structure itself breaks and you see the confirmation, right? Macro decisions require macro confirmations. I say it all the time on this YouTube channel. It is basic TA. But what we have right now is an opportunity, okay? What we have is an opportunity, and let's dive into the actual short-term charts. This is a very messy chart. I just want to take it from a fresh perspective, okay? So let's just delete everything, fresh perspective. This is a fresh Bitcoin chart. Let's explain it just step by step here so you understand where we are in the short term specifically right now, because it's the short term right now that's very, very interesting. Number one, that's the top of the channel. Number two, that's for 65K resistance. Number three, that's the bull market support band. And number four, that's the up slanting support zone that is basically supporting this entire move. It's drawn something like that. Right, now we can dive into a bit of a shorter term analysis of this. Let's zoom in to the 4-hourly chart and see the lines that really matter here. Okay, as you can see, the very clearly here, the short term is very clear, right? 65K, our recent high, okay, is very clearly the resistance zone we're testing right now. The upsloping support stemming back from the base of this move is very clearly the base structure of this entire move. Bull market support band has been flipped from resistance to support. So we've got two support zones, one of them being bull market support band, okay, and one of them being the upsloping support zone in yellow right there. I've just highlighted it in blue, meaning that we have compression here. We have compression between 65K, the upsloping support, and the bull market support band. If we focus in on the upsloping support and 65K and we make them both pink, what we can see is that this compression will be ending at around the 3rd of October. So sometime between right now and the 3rd of October, we will be seeing a move either to the upside, breaking above 65K, and hence testing the top of the overall channel as a whole and having an opportunity to break out of the entire macro structure, or going downwards below the bull market support band again and below the upsloping support and retesting lower levels and potentially consolidating from there and coming back for another move, or just rolling over entirely, entering a recession and crashing and burning. Those are the two scenarios right now. And it's very clear that we could very well, you know, lock in a bullish scenario on Bitcoin on a macro scale before the end of the month. I've always said this. I've always said this ever since the start of August. September will likely be the month in which Bitcoin decides. Okay, and here we have an opportunity for Bitcoin to decide within the month of September, as I anticipated at the start of August. If Bitcoin breaks 65K to the upside over the next few days and starts testing the top of the broader macro channel, we have an opportunity to break that macro channel and really get cracking with the bull market again. If we, you know, correct here, we go down for a higher low. Hopefully there is a higher low, and then we can try again. But that would just kick the can down the road a little bit. And then, of course, there is the renewed threat that it just rolls over completely. We fail to enter an upwards trend with a higher high, and we crash downwards into a bear market. So it really is a crossroads situation for Bitcoin. Hope you understand it. I just wanted to explain it to you. Right now, the critical levels are very clearly 65K and something like the bull market support band. You can go ahead and draw in an upsloping support line like I've done here. You can take the time to draw it correctly, which I didn't do in this video. But generally speaking, I would actually rather prefer to look at the bull market support band and 65K rather than that upsloping support line. Bull market support band is a very important macro indicator. It's been tested time and time again over years, and that is the support I'm looking at for the most part. So if we break bull market support band to the downside, you can be sure we're going to see some, you know, let's say nail-biting price action. And if we break 65K to the upside, you can get a little bit more bullish than you already are. And hopefully very soon after that, we would break the entire channel to the upside on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th attempt of breaking it to the upside. So a bit of a sloppy delivery of the video today, but I just wanted to explain the short-term charts, where we are right now, the relevance of 65K. And basically the crossroads Bitcoin is at right now. We have an opportunity here on Bitcoin to break the entire macro structure to the upside before the end of September, right? That's where we are. So fingers crossed that it occurs, but I'll wait and see, and I'll update you when we see more developments in the charts. I expect developments to come very, very shortly. Guys, thank you for watching. As I mentioned at the start, the exchanges, Bitunix and BingX, 15% trading fee discounts down below with my referral link. We've also got the Crypto Academies, Become a Trader 10-unit course, teaching you everything you need to know about trading. It's actually on sale right now, so if you want to learn how to trade, you can learn all about trading. TA, FA, market psychology, how the market works, everything you need to know is in this course. Check out the website. It's on sale right now. And the last thing I'll mention, guys, is the VIP group on Telegram, where I post my altcoin trading signals 4 times a week. I've been doing that for 2 years, and they have a 78.39% tracked, public, transparent win rate. So 4 trading signals a week, a 78% win rate, and also access to a group chat coming with the membership where you can discuss the market with other members. That's good stuff there. You don't want to miss that. So get in there if you're interested. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow.